The cabin in my basement. A few weeks back, I stumbled across a poorly built wooden cabin in my basement. Afraid that someone broke into my house, I called the police to check it out. They found nothing, inside or out, and it's stayed there since. One night I woke up to the sound of giggling and running footsteps in my hallway. I sat up and stared at the doorway, waiting for someone to appear. It's nothing, I thought to myself. I tried falling asleep again, but a child's laugh then echoed through the hall. Come on, I'm an adult. There is no such thing as ghosts. Telling myself that, I of course got out of bed and stepped into the hallway. I flipped the switch on, but no light. Maybe it is ghosts. I checked the other switches, and nothing. Power must be out. I grabbed my flashlight from the Abastetchen drawer and went downstairs into the basement for candles. It was pitch black. Even my flashlight, which lit the entire house, reduced to a simple circle. I stopped halfway down as my light shined over the crooked cabin in my basement. I fucking forgot about that thing. I bravely searched the basement for candles as my hands quivered in absolute fear. They must be on the other side of the wooden house. It's okay. It's fine. The police checked it out. I reinforced my doors and windows. I got security cameras. I'm a bitch. I started walking back upstairs, but got over myself and returned to the cabin. I pushed the door open and had to duck to fit inside. Tilted halls, tightly cramped, nails sticking through the walls. I found it quite difficult to navigate through the cabin without injuring myself. Who would build and live in a place like this? I couldn't seem to reach the end. My basement isn't this big. The cabin didn't look that big. Long hallways would often break into small rooms, each with what looks like old worn-down furniture. A light flickered from the end of the hall. I rushed to it, thinking my power came back on. The walls seem to close the deeper I go. A tall, strange-looking woman comes into the hall and notices me. She lets out a blood-curdling scream and starts making her way to me. I slam my feet into the ground, pushing myself back as I attempt to flee. My heart races as I'm unable to turn around and run due to how tightly packed the hallways are. I continue sprinting backwards as nails slash away at my skin from head to toe. Before I can reach the beginning of the hall, I find myself trapped as several nails latch onto my body. I scream and cry, begging for the woman to leave me alone as she gets closer and jerks her hand towards me.